Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Poetically Christian Gamer, and welcome to another edition of Should Christians Play, the series where we go between the ratings of the ESRB to answer the questions, should a Christian play, and is this game accessible for me? Hi guys, my name is Derek and I am a legally blind gamer and preacher, and we review these games on two fronts. First, is the game physically accessible for someone low vision or blind, the deaf and hard of hearing, and the motor disabled? And then secondly, we just look to see, is the game morally accessible for a Christian to play based on the content that is in the game? Today, guys, we're going to be reviewing the game Grounded. I thought it was a fitting time to go back and review the first Grounded game, as Grounded 2 is upon us here. So, if you guys like things for faith and fun, God and gaming, we do Christian reviews like this every Thursday at 5 p.m. EST on Poetically Christian Gamer YouTube. Along with doing Bible sermons, we do Let's Plays of retro and modern games, the Disciples Above Disability podcast, and so much more, guys. Go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel if you like what you see, and hit a thumbs up on the video, as it helps our ministry immensely, guys. And if you're watching on Poetically Christian Gamer Twitch, you can hit the follow button, guys, and join us when we are live. Alright, so let's jump into Grounded, and let's start with the physical accessibility. And let's start with the low vision and blind spectrum, as that is the spectrum I come at things from. Well, Grounded, I am happy to say, has a lot of accessibility features for the low vision and the blind, guys. First of all, we have complete game narration, both in menus and in game, and it is awesome, as you can tell.
Options. Button options.
We'll go into the options here. We'll go into accessibility. We'll try to go through these and show you what's on them. We got large text, guys. A large HUD.
Wide interaction.
Wide interaction. Now that's pretty cool. Wide interaction gives you the ability to have this great big wide space in front of you when you interact with things. So if you're not quite on something and you hit the interact button, it'll still register that you're interacting with it. So for the completely blind, that's awesome, and for the low vision.
Arachnophobia safe mode.
Arachnophobia, if you're afraid of spiders, you can turn it down to where, you know, they're safe and it's not scary, or you can just leave it as it is. I left it as it is. You can highlight objects. You can even do all objects, so, you know, like interactable things or pickups for your food or your equipment. Awesome.
Colorblind mode.
You got colorblind filters.
Toggle.
Read to me, that's of course the narrator.
Read to me voice.
You got the read to me voice. I chose Catherine. My only complaint with this is when you select this, it gives a drop down menu like this, and you're like, oh wow, you got all these different voices. Like, that's so awesome. Unfortunately, as soon as you select a different voice, it does not switch over to that voice. So what you have to do is select that voice, B or circle if you're on PlayStation, back out, hit A to confirm your save or confirm your changes, and then get out to the main menu to hear the new voice you selected. Go back in, go all the way down to this, select it again, go back out. I don't understand why there wasn't a feature to sample, at least, the voice, if not just entirely switch over to that voice once it's selected. So a little nitpick, guys. It is awesome that it is there. In my opinion, if you want the voice that sounds the least robotic, you have basically three choices. You have George, David, or Catherine. I chose Catherine as she's the highest pitch voice, and I find that once you're into gameplay and all the things are going on, it's easiest to hear her more than any of the others. But you can adjust the volume of the narration by default. They have that set at 80, and all the rest of the game is at 80, so they have it balanced out. I turned it up to 100. I gave it that extra 20% so you can hear the narration in the game much easier with it turned up a little louder than everything else. All right, what else we got?
Left bumper read to miss speed. Subtitle. Read to
You got
miss
the speed. You can go as fast as you want. Subtitles for the deaf and hard of hearing, which is awesome.
Subtitle text size.
You could do the subtitle text size for both the low vision and the deaf and hard of hearing, make it easier to read.
Toggle.
The background opacity for those subtitles you can turn on. That's just awesome. Your reticle size for your reticle on the game, you can make it gigantic, which I did. You can make an opacity behind your reticle.
Text to speech.
Your chat text to speech.
Chat speech to text.
And speech to text.
Toggle.
You can put an opacity behind that even. And then here's our holds for the motor disabled. You can turn to hold instead of, to toggles instead of holds. Awesome, guys. Just awesome.
1 of 6.
We have our game options.
Language.
You got your English.
Auto save interval, minute.
You can have how many often you want it to auto save. That helps with the difficulty.
Show tutorials. Show survival quests. Show hop horch. Show download code. Display. Gamma. Slider.
This is cool here. You can adjust these sliders to help with your contrast for the low vision. You can turn motion blur off, which I do. Chromatic aberration. Your field of view, if you want to be able to see more of the environment, you can turn that up on a slider.
Depth of field blur.
Your depth of field blur, I turn that down to low. Keyboard and mouse setup, guys, and your complete controller remapping for the motor disabled. I guess we're going to end up doing all the accessibility features here, guys, in one. I meant to start with just the low vision and blind, but we're just going to go through them all, guys.
Controller. 4. Invert horizontal look.
You can invert your settings on your controllers for the motor disabled.
Invert horizontal move.
Or anybody, really.
Forward move. Toggle crouch. Toggle.
You can toggle crouches. You can have it on auto sprint, which I thought was awesome.
Look sensitivity. LS in a dead zone. LS out.
Your sensitivities.
RS out a dead zone. Move. Swim up. Swim down. Look.
You can have that go automatically.
Jump.
Auto run.
Interact. Use. Interact. Cancel. Relocate.
How awesome is this, guys?
Pick building. Attack.
I mean, you can literally go one by one through every setting as you have a lot of crafting and building in this game. You can have it set to auto run. How cool is that, to run for you if you're motor disabled?
Effects. Master volume.
Here's your volume settings.
Effects volume.
You can turn up, punch up things up and down. If you want to be able to hear things better if you're completely blind.
Music volume. UI volume. Dialogue volume. Narration volume. Cinematic. Narration.
See, there's the narration.
Slider. 100%.
As you notice, most everything else is 80.
Slider. 80%.
They have everything else set to 80, so I turn the narration up to 100 so you can hear the narration in the game better.
Voice chat activation. Drop
I
accessibility.
mean, it's awesome, guys. So as you see, we got an awesome game. So for the low vision and blind, we have everything you would possibly want. You got narration in-game and on the menus, guys. You can make large text. It's got an awesome dark background with light writing, so we get that awesome contrast going on. You're able to adjust the HUD size. You're able to adjust your reticle size and opacity behind your reticle. You're able to turn on markers for both where you're supposed to go, what you can pick up. You can turn that wide interaction where even if you're not quite on something, even just being near something, you can interact with it or pick it up. That's totally awesome. Yeah, no complaints whatsoever in this game. You can punch up the sound up and down as you need to be able to hear things better if you're completely blind. Like I said, everything being narrated, you're able to play this, hear what you need to do, where you need to go, what you can craft, what you can't. Yeah, awesome. very, very approachable and accessible game for both the low vision and the blind. And A, guys. And as we saw also for the deaf and hard of hearing, you got subtitles, you got subtitle size, subtitle opacity, background. Again, everything that you would need to be able to play the game, with the exception of captioning. We sometimes don't have captioning when there's sound, maybe behind you, beside you. Wish they would have included that. But other than that, we have everything that we need. So, but the enemies are large, and it's kind of easy to see what's going on in this game. So, from that aspect, not too much of a detriment. So I will give a B+ for the deaf and hard of hearing. And for the motor disabled, complete A, guys. You have complete button remapping, toggles instead of holds, auto running, auto sprinting. I mean, you have keyboard and mouse setup, complete button remapping as your heart desires. A. Nothing wrong with this game. So, pleasantly, we've got an awesome game here for the accessibility, physical accessibility side of things. Now, what about the moral Christian accessibility for this game? Well, this game got an ESRB rating of T for teen.
Button, single player.
Which got a ESRB rating of T for teen for blood, for mild language, and for violence, guys. And it has all of those things. But the violence that's in the game is all, I think, controlled. It's you're a small child. If you've seen the movie Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, you kind of know what you're in for with this. It's these kids that have gotten shrunk down, and they're in a backyard, and everything is giant in your perspective. So you're fighting bugs and all these different things. And as you fight the bugs and punch them and things, there's a little bit of blood that comes out of the bugs and things like that. So nothing detrimental, no, Mortal Kombat levels of anything like that. But that's where your blood comes in and your violence comes in. And then every once in a while, there's some very light profanity sprinkled in sporadically through the storyline. So, yeah, overall, not too bad. No sexual themes to talk of. No blasphemy that I caught in the game. So, yeah, a pretty safe game for a Christian, even though it got that teen rating. It's for the bug blood, virtually, and the fighting that you do with the bugs. So, if you're all right with that, and you even have that ability to turn down the arachnophobia, so if you have a fear of spiders, you could turn that down to make them like really cute and cuddly looking, like not intimidating at all. So I thought that was a nice touch as well. So I find this game to be very approachable for a Christian. It's fun, it's approachable. So yeah, I'm going to give it a B. For Christian moral accessibility, maybe even a B+. I mean, there's just not a lot here to keep a Christian away, other than maybe that light profanity. And if you just have a fear of bugs, it might not be good for the little ones. But everyone else, yeah, this is approachable game for the moral Christian accessibility. So B to B+, guys. All right, I'm going to show you some gameplay, kind of what the game looks like, feels like, sounds like. So you can decide whether this is the kind of game you'd like to play before Grounded 2 comes out. So maybe you'd like to go back and play the original Grounded. It's on Game Pass right now, and it's also fairly cheap. So, and it's on PlayStation and Xbox now. It used to be an Xbox exclusive, but now it's been ported over to the PlayStation, so you can even play it over there as well. So pretty awesome, guys. All right, let's get
continue.
Let's just continue a game I was playing.
Loading save. Load game. PC Park.
Let's load up PC Park, guys. Right here on PCG, Poetically Christian Gamer. Yeah, it's pretty. I think this game's awesome.
X button for use. Y button for relocate.
As you can see.
B button for recycle. Right stick button button for copy.
It tells you when you're over. Pretty awesome.
Plant fiber.
I mean, if you played Minecraft, you know what you're in for. You can jump. You can swing your punches with your right trigger. A jumps. X is your interaction button, which would be square on your PlayStation. I'm assuming it'd be R2 for your attacks on PlayStation. And your jump would probably be X.
Grass.
I'm playing on an Xbox, of course, guys, so just
Dry
kind of want to run
grass.
around.
Disabled. Right. Dry grass. Disabled.
I like the music.
Dry grass.
Trying to get...
Pebbly. Dry grass. Requires a chopping tool.
Ooh! There's the bug, guys.
You discovered. Red and part. You discovered. Red and head. Dry grass.
You can pick up, you could use the bug parts that you get to craft different things, and of course the things you find in the environment you can use to craft things.
Let's see what we can find.
Paper. Grass. Hot pouch 1.
Hello, powerless
Left trigger
ant.
button for previous radial pay. Pebbly spear.
You can throw your weapons, guys. I mean, it's cool. You can crouch.
Construction.
You can construct
Emotes.
things. You can have a little emote.
Intention loadout. Executable.
It's pretty
Left
cool.
bumper button for
There's your menus. Everything's narrated, as you can see, guys. I mean, it is a cool game.
grass. Disabled.
It's one of my games I really enjoyed over the last couple of years. I usually, I find Minecraft to be kind of
Grass.
confusing,
Disabled.
which I will have to do a review of Minecraft. I can't believe I've never done
Grass.
Minecraft on the channel yet, guys. But we'll get there. You can just explore the yard as you want. As you see, everything you walk
Grass.
over is
Grass.
narrated, highlighted,
Grass.
tells you what you're walking over. You can decide whether it's something you want to pick up or not.
Grass. Grass. Grass.
And you could turn on, if there's certain things you don't want to hear as much, you can you don't have to have everything be told to you.
Grass. Grass. Disabled. Grass. Grass.
Oh no! We made a Spider-Man!
An antidote.
Grass.
Oh, I got poisoned. No!
Grass.
Guys, no! Run!
Grass.
We've been poisoned. It's like Resident Evil. Oh. Oh. I think we lost him, guys. No, we didn't!
Grass.
Ah!
Grass. Grass.
I'm gonna hide.
Disabled.
No!
Dry grass.
Ah!
Disabled. Right trigger
Guys.
button for chop.
He's not leaving. He's
Dry
angry.
grass.
Huh?
Dry grass. Dry.
We've got a soldier ant over here.
Auto saving.
Oh, guys.
Willow was slain by a red soldier. Respawn. A button to select.
Oh, guys.
Willow.
Oh, it's hilarious. Oh, we were taken down by a soldier ant. All right, you guys saw what it was like. It's an awesome game. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope this review has helped you. If you like all things for God and gaming, faith and fun, you like Christian reviews to help let you know whether a game is right for you, then give me a thumbs up on the video. Let me know you enjoyed it, and it helps our ministry so much. Subscribe to the YouTube channel and turn your notifications on Poetically Christian Gamer, and you won't miss any of our future reviews, guys. And if you want to follow us when we're live on Poetically Christian Gamer Twitch, you can hit the follow button, guys, as well when we do our Let's Plays. As I said, we get pretty much A's across the board for physical accessibility. A for the low vision and blind, B plus for the deaf and hard of hearing, and an A for the motor disabled guys. And of course we get from the moral perspective, other than a little bit of blood from the bugs as you saw, guys, and some violence of you fighting against them, that's really all we have. A little bit of light profanity, very, very light and very, very sporadic in this game, which you could even you could actually blank the dialogue if you wanted to entirely, as you wouldn't necessarily have to hear it. As there is some story beats in this, but it's not a lot. You could play this on creative mode, just like you do on Minecraft. You don't even have to do the story if you don't want to, so you could completely avoid the little bit of dialogue and things, profanity that's in the game. No blasphemy that I caught. No sexual themes to speak of, guys. So overall, pretty approachable morally for a Christian to be able to play. I give this game a solid B, if not B plus, for Christian approachability and accessibility. I hope this has helped you guys, and if it has, like I said, help me out. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Currently, we're approaching 800, and I could not do it without the Almighty and all of you, and I truly appreciate you. This has been another edition of Should Christians Play, the series where we go between the ratings of the ESRB to answer the question, should a Christian play, and is this game accessible for me? I love you guys, God loves you, and Lord willing, I'll see you in the next one. Till then, bless wishes, guys.